We're going to get started here. It is the 26th of February. And here's our vision. I think I heard a baby. And our statement of diversity. It was really nice last week to hear President Knock talk about this. And we want to introduce some guests. I want to call out this photo, which I didn't do last week. This is from Carol. And Carol, this is right outside your door, I guess, your morning view.
Yeah, I feel very fortunate. I get that treat of living on Humboldt Bay.
Yes, it's gorgeous. So send me your sunrise photos and I'll put them in here. I did think we could just, hang out and just be happy about last week's meeting, but we got a lot of stuff happening, so I'll just move into it. But in case you missed it, there we are, and there he is. I guess that's proof that it happened. And some of our smiling faces, very cool. I don't know if Charlie's on board yet here this morning, Murphy, but maybe Romy or Jess, you want to talk about the Sunrise Wednesday coming up? Oh, there she is. She's coming in, but
Charlie has a wonderful plan. Is she? I don't want to talk for her.
Okay, well, she's coming in. She's coming in. We'll give her a second.
Charlie, you with us?
Yes, hold on.
You're on.
Oh, hi. So I'll be hosting the next Wednesday with Tammy. Tammy's helping me out. We are going to do a mindfulness, compassion, meditation thing. I've done it with a few Rotarian members already. And yeah, it's really great. It's a really great introduction to kind of like a mindfulness practice or a grounding practice. A lot of people don't like meditation or something like mindfulness because they're like, I just can't focus. I can't sit still. I just can't do it. And this one is guided, so I'll be talking through it. And so you're just not letting your monkey brain go. It's really fun. And you can actually do it if you're still working. You can take a 5-minute break from work and join us, or you can make yourself cozy on your couch. We really encourage, if you have even teens, this is a great introduction to mindfulness or grounding, or friends to join us too. And I hope that's what I'm supposed to be talking about right now, because I just popped on and they were like, you're up. So yeah.
Yeah, good guess. That was great. And there's going to be those who attend, there's going to be a gift basket drawing that Tammy's putting something together. So is that the rumor? Is that rumor true?
That rumor is true. We're going to have a nice little gift basket. I think she said there's maybe candles and soaps, or I'm not sure exactly. I think it's going to be a surprise. But yeah, there's going to be a little raffle for those who participate. She's putting it together. I'm excited about it. She sounded excited about it. So I would definitely attend if you're interested in getting a gift or an opportunity.
Great. Thank you. And I'll be sending out the invite to that right after this meeting. So you'll have that to join. Thank you very much. Thanks, fellowship. I just wanted to let you know that March's Rotarian of the Month will be Cam. I forgot to have Steve pick a number, so Steve picked a number and he picked a Brandy, but Brandy couldn't do it. So Brandy picked a number and it's Cam, and then Brandy will do April. So that's what's coming up in March. We've got lots of stuff. Charlie, I don't know if you want to speak again and let us know where things are with the internships.
Yeah, it's been going good. We have one young woman who is kind of in the middle of onboarding right now. She's going to have her interview with Kinetic Coffee on Tuesday next week. We have another young woman who applied for Area 1 Action Agency. We are still arranging what's going on next. If there is a match between the company and these two young women, then they'll Sequoia personnel will take on the onboarding and get in contact the businesses. So that's awesome. We have two young women. I'm meeting another young person today to talk about what they're interested in. We don't have a business that is open yet for them, so we're still looking for businesses who want to participate in having an intern for 32 hours. Let's see, we got a phone call from Mad River High yesterday, and their admin was just like, I have two students who might be interested in your internship program. So it seems like we're gaining momentum and we're gaining participants. Our biggest reach right now is looking for businesses who are willing to take on an intern.
Great, thank you. And I know that the committee has been reaching out to some folks, and it's having pretty good luck. So we should have a few more of those shortly. Thank you, Charlie. I have to apologize. I got so excited about Carol's photo that I didn't actually do what it said on the photo, which was to introduce guests and visiting Rotarians. So I want to stop and do that because I noticed that we have a guest. And we're not rude that way, so I apologize. Jared, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. Can you hear me? I just wanted to make sure I'm coming through there.
Yeah.
I'm a guest of Ian Schatz this morning. Ian, thanks for inviting me. He and I worked together for about 3.5 years at Advanced Security, and I just recently jumped to a new position as Director of Marketing and Communications at Humboldt Area Foundation. And I was just excited to learn all about what's going on with Sunrise Rotary. I've always heard good things about it from Ian, and I've been interested in becoming more engaged in civic life. And this is one of the ways I'm pursuing that. So glad to be here. Thank you.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you.
Hi, Romy.
And again, I apologize, but I got excited about that photo and I just didn't read my instructions. So thank you and welcome.
Thank you.
So we're going to get a little bit of a community services report here. You guys can flip a coin or you both can talk. Who's going to report to us a little bit on what's going on in community service?
I can jump in there a little bit. So we just had our last, most recent meeting last Wednesday, and a lot of fun topics we're talking about. So the most recent set of email flurries have been around supporting the NAACP book drive and helping them grow their library. And looks like we've gotten approval to, yes, go ahead and support them and offer them a donation to help buy some books. Let's see, Mike has been hard at work at Arcata High and working with Jack Bareilles at Acorn. And we're looking for ways that we can offer either tutoring to the students or engage Arcata High students to tutor elementary kids at some of our elementary schools. So we're looking to create a network so that we can support kids through their education through the pandemic, which we all know has been a big challenge. Let's see, I actually over the weekend got green house plans from the Peninsula Union School, so I'm gonna go see what it looks like price-wise to see if we can have a construction project on the books. So there's more to come there. Hopefully we can put together a greenhouse for the school and help them with some starts. And then lastly, we've decided to, I guess environment has become a final avenue of service or an additional avenue of service, and we want to incorporate that into community service. So I'm looking for ways and ideas if anybody would like to share in how we can incorporate, I know like water use, and there are already some environmental kind of ideas factored into kind of the philosophy of Rotary, but we want to try to find ways that we can actively pursue ways that we can save our environment here locally. So there's quite a few other things, but like there's going to be a Native American conference that we're going to look at supporting. We're trying to get fresh food into backpacks for kids, but come join the meetings and check out what we're working on. So.
Thank you, AJ. Yeah, the committee has got a lot of stuff going on, and there was a lot of good energy at the meeting. So if you want to hop in, anyone wants to hop into that committee, AJ can let you know when they meet and get you on the invite list. And it's lots of good stuff happening. And my cat is leaving. Goodbye. So the thing that AJ mentioned about the Black History Month book drive are what we are providing them now. We have $1,000. We're taking some of the money from the masks and my birthday fundraiser, and what the community service is adding into it to buy books. So we'll be able to buy they have a long list of books they'd like. We'll be able to buy one of each. And that's pretty exciting. So Romy and I are gonna, we'll have them order them, and Romy and I then will go and do some photo shoots. So if anybody wants to join us getting our pictures taken with books, we'll get that going. And they can use more money. They can use more support. So if any of you want to individually participate in this, or put some money toward the club's purchase, so that, I guess, if you donate money to the club to help do it, then it's a tax deduction. But if you enjoy shopping for books, then you might want to do it yourself. But anyway, if anyone's interested in participating in this, it can really go far to improve the types of books that are in our schools, so that people can be reading books, kids can be reading books about people where they recognize themselves in those books, which I think is really important.
At the NAACP meeting over the weekend, they reported that not many books had been purchased during this book drive. And so I just want to say thank you to everyone who said, yes, this is one of the things we want to do. It's just a beautiful way, starting right from the beginning, diversifying the libraries of our schools and giving the kids the opportunity, like Maggie said, to see themselves in literature and honoring everyone's story. But again, they reported that not many people have been buying those books. So get out there and do a little shopping.
And I think that will change a little bit. They sent out some press. They hadn't done a lot of public press. You know, it was kind of being advertised in it. So we got them to send it out a little more widely. And that should help a little bit. I know a lot of my staff saw it and were excited and are going to participate too. So that's great. Look at our backpackers. There they are. Thank you for doing that. Nice picture, nice day. I'm glad that you could do it outside. That's awesome. So who's up next week?
Next week is Stephanie Lane, and the following week no one signed up, and then the following week we have someone, and then we're into the final spring group. So I will be sending an email out reference to that. But Romy, thank you so much, and thank Zoe and Jake for stepping in to help that out. You know, that's great. I hope it went smoothly. Good.
All right. All right. Well, this is Brandon. Are you there?
Yes, I'm at my in-laws' house in Crescent City, so a little different dress today.
You're not going to wear a suit and tie today?
Not today. Nope. I went fishing yesterday, so I'm a little out of my element.
Did you catch anything?
Caught a little guy. I got a little picture. I should have. I knew I should have sent it to you. Yeah. So I do have proof that I actually can fish. Just little.
And if you were little, I could have blown him up and made him look really big. See, so
right.
Yeah. So, but
dang it. next time. And you could even like crop me out and just blow it really up. So anyways, I like this slide, Maggie. This is great. Golf, anyone? I just went golfing at the tournament last weekend for the Humboldt Association of Tenants, and they're you know, at Beaupre, they're putting in some stuff. So anyways, I was surprised to see that there was a lot of people golfing, and Maggie asked me about doing this golf tournament again. And I don't know if this will replace the one we did in August or not, but we're gonna get going on another golf tournament. So I know the crew we had last time was really excited to work on this. Brian's not here, I don't think, but if he is, you know, he was kind of the mastermind behind that one too. So I don't mind kind of taking the reins on this one a little bit more. And I know the people that participated really liked it. So, and I was one of them, you know, I bought tickets and played and raffled. And so anyways, just kind of putting it out there. We're looking to, I think, Maggie, you have to remind me, that May-ish, end of April-ish, May-ish, maybe even June-ish time. So it gives us a couple months, because it does take a little bit. We need a committee. You know, I will need some help. If the people that want to do it, that did it last time, want to help, that's fine. But it does take, you know, at least I think we had 5 people, and that was already pretty tough with just 5 people. So we're more than welcome to bring on a couple new folks.
Right. So what I had been thinking was that since we didn't have a spring fundraiser scheduled, and I know we've made our budget for this year, but why not front load our budget for next year? Because we still don't know how we're really going to be able to whether we're going to be able to do our big Taste of the Holidays in the fall. You know, it's just hard. It's hard to know. So why not get a little bit of money in there? And the golf one seemed good because it's outdoors and, you know, people can gather. But if we need to have club commitment for this, so are there people on this call right now who are willing to join that committee? Lisa, Lori, who else? AJ? So, and then some of the people who aren't here yet, hopefully, you know, like who aren't here, like Brian, but we need at least, we want more than 5. So let's, if you're interested, shout out to Brandon, let him know. And Brandon, you know, see what you think. I don't want to make it a heavy duty thing, a heavy lift for few people. It should be a group lift. So, but yeah.
And I'll say one more thing on that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the 5 to 6 or 7 committee members, it's not a bad number. It's the help on the actual day too that we would need. It just like Taste of the Holidays, you know, once the machine's going, the fundraiser itself, we have all the blueprints and everything. Yeah, we're going to change a couple things, make a couple things better, but we know what we're doing this time, so it will be a little bit easier in my mind. But we will need a lot of help just the day of. I mean, there's 18 holes, you know, so we don't necessarily need 18 volunteers, but that's just, people are just scattered. So it's tough to kind of reach out to everybody.
Right. So yeah, so the rest of us, even if you're not on the committee, hopefully you'll be able to go and be at, you know, be at a hole or do whatever is needed to make this happen. It was a good event, and I guess checking with Beaupre to figure out a good date with them would be the first start, and then you can plan it from there. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. Round of applause for the team. Whoever you are, it's all of us actually. So round of applause for us. Thank you, Brandon. So I know all that talk about golf kind of made you hungry. I had to blow this picture up because I wanted you to see the tri-tip and the cake, but I'll give you a little better way of viewing it. We've got Arcata Noon Club is having another drive-by dinner on the 20th of March. So I wanted to share that with you so you could get that into your calorie intake count for that week. I know we're all, forget it, just go, just get it. They do a great job. They also have cake, or pie, I should say, and they're going to have potatoes from Casaro's, the rosemary potatoes, so those are yummy. Anyway, get that in your, I'll have this up again next week, but get that in your brain. And then there's another event coming up that we want to share. This is happening on Saturday, which is, as far as I can tell, tomorrow. So but there's different parts of this. So you can do some or all of it. Carol, do you want to say a few words about this?
Yeah, just a couple words. We have, I think, 6 crab dinners left. So if you're really inspired, you can get online and order. But you can also go on to our YouTube channel and Facebook Live, and we have a cool auction. So, you know, you guys, everybody kind of knows the routine now. There's a lot of great groups. We're all going virtual. And if you love the Trinidad coast and want to see it cared for and continue to maintain trails and offer education programs, that's what this is all about. So just go to trinidadcoastallandtrust.org and you can see all the links if you want to participate, tune in, learn a little more about the land trust. And if you want a dinner, you need to order this morning. So
yeah, you can multitask and be in this meeting and order your dinner.
right.
And I sent all that information in the invite to this meeting out. So you already have it all in that invite if you didn't already throw it in the trash. So that will be fun for those people who can do it. And it's again, this is one way we can support environmental work. So it's a great opportunity.
Thanks.
And then wanted to let you know that we are asking people if they'd like to help in Texas. This is a contact person that Scott Rainey, if you would like to reach out, provide some support, financial support to them. There's a lot to be done now to bring for so many people. It's a real mess. So that is available to all of us as well. Lots of opportunities to support community here. And then I'm going to have a raffle, or actually Nick is going to have a raffle. Did everyone have a chance to buy tickets? Does anyone want a couple minutes to get in there real quick? We have a couple minutes. If not, you'll go.
I need a couple minutes.
All right.
Tom
So-
said he would buy me a couple of raffle tickets.
Tom said he'd buy you a couple. Tom?
He's there. He agreed. Don't worry.
Yeah, Tom's coming back. Yeah. Tom, you were supposed to buy Crystal some tickets, right? Who was supposed to buy me some tickets? I don't know. Maybe I was. All right. You ready, Terry?
Ready.
All right. So Nick got that through the magic of quick internet, whatever we're doing.
Nick, I just sent it to you. Put my name in there.
Oh yeah, Roman's going there.
It's coming. Really.
No, we believe you. We believe you. So yeah, this is good. And we're starting to draw 2 tickets each time. So you have twice the chance to get drawn. So that should motivate you to buy at least 1 ticket, if not 10 or 20. But all righty. I think Nick is doing it. Dick, while Nick is doing that, I know you must have a joke you want to tell us. He didn't hear. Oh, Scott does? Scott, do you have a joke? Oh, no. Oh, well, I have a bunch of jokes at the end of the meeting that I will share with you, and you'll all wish that you thought.
Hey, Maggie.
Yes.
Maggie, I have a $5 fine for you for poor time management. So if someone could take it out of that money I put towards the raffle, yeah, come on. I mean, you could have done so much more in this time you were waiting. Step it up. Step
it up. You're right. You're absolutely right. I think that what are you're paying $5 for my bad time management?
Because I got to hassle you, right? It's a deal, like, right?
Yeah, but that's not a very big insult, $5. So I don't feel really as badly insulted as I could have been, but yet again, you are right.
Jeez, Maggie, and then you're gonna like poke me that my insult isn't bad enough?
Mhm.
That's another $15. So amp it up to 20 and like, come on, then really step it up the rest of the meeting.
Okay, I feel better now.
Okay.
I think that heckle the president thing was designed for Rebecca specifically. I'm glad I gave her something that is awesome. Okay, I did do a poor job, and you know why? Because I wanted to leave time for us to kind of just be together and look at each other's faces and just be grateful for all this, for all that we have. And I don't know why Nick's taken so long. So, you know.
I'm taking so long because you announced that everybody should buy their raffle tickets right now. And so they all did.
Okay. Oh, well, in that case, we'll do something else while you're doing that. I thought it was short. Hey, Mr. McHaney, do you want to share with us what you're grateful for?
Well, you know, I'm of course most grateful for the people around me today in my family. This COVID time has been really hard on a lot of people. I've been super fortunate that I've been able to work from home, and I work with a really awesome group of people. And I'm really grateful for my wonderful supporting wife and family, and grateful that we've had some nice weather lately, and grateful I can take my mountain bike up and go riding in the woods. So I got lots of wonderful things to be thankful for, and my wonderful Rotary Club, which I love very much. So thank you to all of you as well.
Thank you, Steve. Do you want to pick somebody for next week who can share their gratitude?
Let's see who we can pick for next week. How about Rachel?
Ooh, Rachel.
Rachel Bennett?
Okay, hopefully I can make it.
Okay,
Right
Rachel,
now,
you're on the spot.
Isaac says hi.
That's right. I forgot to introduce Isaac. You introduced him as well, but you were busy. Hello.
Hi, your first Rotary meeting, buddy.
Yay!
So cute.
Oh, he's not entirely sure. You know, if you pin her thing, you can see the child bigger.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Pin it?
There he is. Of course.
Say hi.
What a cute. You want a raffle ticket? Is that what you said? Well, your mom should have gotten it sooner because it's stressing Nick out way too much. So maybe next week she can get one for you.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
I've been racking my brain for a clean joke for the last 5 minutes. I cannot think of a single clean joke I know.
Oh, well, that's okay. It's okay. So the other person that we had on line to do gratitude was Brett, but he's not here. So would anyone else like to speak up and share a little bit of gratitude?
Maggie, I've got an update on our walking running challenge.
Oh, good. Let's do that.
Okay. We set up 3 challenges, not knowing how this would work, and it really is separating out nicely. In our 100-mile challenge, we have both Maggie and Melinda, just 2 more miles a day until the end of this challenge, March 31st, and you will make the 100-mile challenge. Nice job. For the 200-mile challenge, we have 3 people, Stephanie, Ray, and myself, who, if we just do 3 miles per day until the end of March, we will be at 200 miles. And drum roll, please, for the 300-mile challenge and Greg Foster's chocolate pie. We have Vanessa and Romy neck and neck, and just another 2 to 3 miles a day. And these people are rocking it. They'll easily get the miles. And so it'll be interesting to see who gets Greg Foster's pie. Nice job, everybody.
Yes, it will. And we're going to get a couple other prizes for the other 2 levels too. And you know, and I suppose the person who goes 300 miles is probably the only one who should get the pie, but we could also potentially let them choose from what we have, but we'll figure that out before it's time. So how are you doing there, Mr. Nick?
We're good. I have 2 names here.
All right.
First one is John Gullum, and he wins $5 today. And the next one is Amanda. And she also wins $5.
All right.
Sweet. So thank you guys for playing. We got a lot of extra money since Maggie announced it. Everybody went and tried to play some extra money. So thank you guys. Next week we'll be up to $30.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Thank you everyone for playing. So I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Terry Clark.
Thank you, President Maggie. So we have our newest, youngest Paul Harris Fellow, and I'm so glad he's on the meeting with us today. And Rachel, I'll get this to somebody who can get this to Melinda to get it to you. I think I have a system here. So he's, and there's a pin too. He might be a little young to wear the pin, but this is the certificate.
Thank you.
And we look forward to meeting him in person.
Yes.
Is there another one, President Maggie? Aha. And Susan Deal McCarthy is now a Paul Harris Fellow +1. Thank you. You know, I always say don't stop at 1 because there are so many to be had. Oh, there he is. Hi, little boy. You're our newest Paul Harris Fellow. Look at that hair you've got. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. Thank you. Okay. We're doing well. I appreciate everybody's stepping up to donate prizes. And here we go. Auctioneers, you're on.
Right on.
And you can put your bids in the chat. I'll keep track of them. And you can pay with Venmo. So here we go.
Can you guys hear me? I'm having speaker problems. Are we good?
Yes.
No. Yes. Okay. Here we go.
Every time we
Which one are
start
we
this
looking at?
auction, I want to do like the the 4-H auction style, you know, where they just go like really fast.
But please try.
Okay,
you can
like I want to.
practice for
It's
next
like
month.
it's like
We'll-
trying to come out, but it just doesn't work.
I will bid $20 to have you do that next month.
Okay.
Anyone
yeah,
else
we
want to
might-
bid?
We might have to do that. I have to practice
Well,
now.
Did you guys lose this screen?
We see sourdough pancake breakfast.
Okay, well, my computer's acting like it doesn't know what I'm doing. So I'm glad you can see it. Let me do something here because I can't see it. Sorry.
It was there and now it's gone.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with my computer. So can you see it now?
We see it in the presenter's view, but we see it.
Yeah, that's weird. You see, okay, well, let me see, wait a second, here we go.
Ta-da.
Is that?
It's there.
Okay,
That works.
carry on.
Ian, are you on here? You want to tell us a little bit about this one?
Sure, I'm here. So I've been told that these pancakes are, I'm not sure if it was famous or infamous world round, but people from all over the world have enjoyed these in my own house. Granted, I do collect exchange students, so that's how that works. But the deal is I am going to provide the lucky winners with a sourdough starter, and I promise it's easy to care for. I'll provide instructions on bi-weekly, even monthly care, so you don't have to think about it all the time. I'll send you the ingredients to enjoy breakfast with me with being over Zoom, and we'll teach you how to make them look like that if we can get the pans right. So there we go. And as a bonus, there's an opportunity to ask me anything, for better or worse, during that session, and we'll have a little social function over breakfast.
Oh, sourdough breakfast with Ian. That sounds delicious. What do you think? What do you think our starting point is with this one for Brandon?
So I wanted to ask Ian, how many of these are you doing?
Yes, so I can do up to 10. I will have the ingredients available for pickup in Eureka, or I can deliver McKinleyville to Fortuna. And I would like these to start at $10 each. I want this to be something that everybody can participate in. This is a low dollar item.
Terry doesn't want 5.
I like the low dollar
items.
items. Something different.
I know, I like. Yeah. I would definitely bid on this, but I'm a gluten-free household, so and I know sourdough starter and gluten-free don't go well.
I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll let you know when I do.
Okay.
So we got Terry and Lori and Terry and Lori and Nick and John, and Rebecca has 2. Is that 2, Rebecca, or are you just making sure you don't get outbid? I'm losing.
Barbara's got 2 in there too. So I think we have pretty close to 10.
I think that's 10.
This will be enough to make breakfast for 2.
Oh, 2 for $10.
As much as you want if you want to double or quadruple or quintuple the recipe.
I think that's
I think we're at 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sold.
Okay, I don't know who all bought them. Sorry. So Rebecca.
If you can get me the list, I'll get in touch with everybody who just won. Thank you.
Romy.
Terry needs a list too, so.
I've got Rebecca, Romy, Barbara, Rachel.
John Golan.
Okay.
Nick
and me and
Lori.
Okay.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Lisa tried to jump in there, but I think her message accidentally went to me. So she was in there. If there's still space.
Rookie
got
move
9.
on Final Friday, Lisa. Come on.
Lisa gets
I've got 9.
Lisa's in there. Perfect.
I have 9.
One more.
Okay, there's Jeff. Okay. All right, now I've got 10.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Ooh, who's this from?
I don't know anything about sourdough starter kits. What is, like, can you make regular sourdough with your sourdough start?
Yes, you could. It is a flour and milk based. It might take a little while to convert it to flour and water.
Oh.
So this is from Barbara.
Yeah, this is from me. So 2 or 3 years ago, I can't remember now how long ago it was, Netflix had that really lovely series called Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat with Samin Nosrat. And I was completely captivated by the series and went and actually bought the cookbook, both in the book form and on my audiobooks, and listened to the book. And it's a cookbook, but it's actually like a textbook. And so she uses salt, fat, acid, and heat to in all of her food. And the idea is balancing the salt and the acid, and then of course using a little fat, and the heat is actually hot, fire. But it was just a great series and a great book. I don't know if anybody else saw it. I assume other people did. But it really changed my relationship to food and cooking, and I absolutely love it. So I wanted to put together a starter kit for anybody who might be interested in salt, fat, acid, and heat. And one of the things she says in her book, she says, I usually don't tell people to get rid of stuff in their kitchen, but if you're still using iodized salt, throw it away. And so we did. I mean, we weren't using iodized salt at that point, but what she uses instead is kosher salt and Maldon salt. So that's included in the kit, some olive oil, And then some lemons. I had hoped to get a lemon tree, but couldn't find one this time of year. They sold out really quickly this year, apparently. So what I got instead are some little silicone ice cube trays that you can freeze lemon, juice the lemon and freeze it, and then you will always have lemon juice available. I'm sure that's a hack that Rachel Dammy uses, or formerly Rachel Dammy. And then some, for the heat, I didn't have fire. I didn't put fire in there, but some Frank's Red Hot sauce. And then it will all get put into a little mini tote from the Philippines. And we're going to be adding a bag of lemons today, and it can either be picked up in Blue Lake or we can deliver. And I just have to say, my husband, Ron, who a lot of you know, was formerly the merchandiser at the co-op and had a lot of fun merchandising that for me. So it's a $100 value.
I'll say I'm a huge salt, fat, acid, heat fan. I also watched her miniseries, and my salt cupboard went from 1 salt to I think I have 10 different kinds of salt now. I changed the way I cook. I love her stuff. Looks like we're at 100 from Siva. In future, we got now, but that Malden salt, if you ever tried that, it's something else, and it's not cheap.
No, and it's really cool. It's pyramid shaped.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. I've never even, I must have like missed a Netflix series or something, but I've always just used the little salt like that you said. So I didn't even know, although I don't know how to cook either. So
go watch the Netflix series. It is captivating. You should probably buy this actually, Brandon. You should try to bid Siva out.
Okay, well, somebody put me in there for 110. I'm doing the thing. Chat. I'll try to do it real quick. I'm gonna outbid Siva. Here we go. 110. Boom. Oh God. I don't know whether to be happy or upset that we're at 200.
Even imagining watching the miniseries now and having the whole experience.
Choices, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think she got me on that one.
Well, I feel like we've got no. There are 5 more items. Oh, we better again. I'm getting some pressure from President Maggie. Does anyone want to bid Siva out?
I think 200 is pretty good.
We're good. All right.
I wasn't even finished typing my 0 on 110. She got me.
Scott's thinking about it.
Don't do it, Scott.
All right, we are sold. Moving on. Is this Vanessa? Is this you?
This is
Lori. It says Lori in big letters.
And Vanessa. You guys all know what great cocktails Vanessa does. Well, here is your opportunity to learn from the expert, either in person or via Zoom, depending on your comfort level. You get to learn one specialty cocktail. So you've got a choice. You've got, you will get 2 gift certificates, one $50 gift card for the Griffin. And you could go sample some cocktails with it, decide what you like. I will purchase all of the ingredients for it so that you can make your own. That, or you could decide you know what you like. I'll get you the ingredients, and either in person or via Zoom, you can spend some time with Vanessa learning how to make that just right.
And is this a cocktail for just one person, or if you have a, like a significant other partner?
Yeah, you could do a whole room full, because you're going to get a whole bottle of whatever you are choosing.
Like you've got
I'm drinking one of those bottles. It's pretty good.
So it doesn't have to be this. It's your cocktail of your choice.
I feel like Lori should be our new auctioneer. We're already at 220.
I know. Who needs us?
Yeah. Do we have anyone who wants to beat Jeff out? This sounds pretty phenomenal. I was definitely considering, but while you talked, I got outbid.
Yeah, me too. Looks like Vanessa even said we're back in the red tier, so that's nice. So we can come back in and enjoy that. This is amazing. Anybody gonna go 230 or 240 here? I think Joyce is thinking about it. Scott's always thinking about it.
Going once?
Pretty good, yeah.
Going twice? This is where that 4-H skill would have come in too.
Yeah,
So, you guys have something else coming for you. Vanessa, you on here to describe this one? I see the word Vanessa again, so I'm just.
Sure. So went change of pace. We're spending more time in the garden, so I got a little getting back in the garden kit together. So there's a little digging tool, gloves, some soap, and some hand lotion from Bubbles, and a little nail scrubber. So that's what happens when I spend time in the garden. And then a couple cocktails from the Griffin. And I can deliver them, or you can pick them up, whatever you'd like.
All right. Well, yeah. I was wondering why Amanda was a little quiet. She's bidding, so she's at 120. That looks pretty good. Yeah,
I'm so
learn
ready
from
for
my
gardening.
mistakes.
I learned so much last year.
Well, that's true, and maybe you know somebody else that learned a lot from gardening that this could be beneficial for.
There you go. Yeah.
Mother's
Also
Day is
true.
coming up. Father's Day is coming up. What else is coming up? St. Patty's Day? I don't know. You can buy it for any holiday nowadays.
We've established that Griffin cocktails are a solid decision.
Is she good at making drinks or something? Like, I don't. It's interesting.
The only cocktail I've had made by someone besides me during COVID has been made by Vanessa. So
I want to say she was
in
the
11
only
months.
person in COVID. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Does anyone want to bid Joyce out here? Bubbles.
Good gift for somebody or yourself. 150, looking pretty good.
I feel like that's a good one. Going once? Going twice? Sold. All right. I think Joyce sent some emojis that came through as squares on my computer. Do we
Do like
have,
that fun.
is Susan here today, or do we want to describe these ones?
Yeah, I think you can just, everything that's in it is listed. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
It's, you've got different kinds of washes. You've got Dick Taylor chocolate. You've got a drink bottle. You've got a 50-minute personal training session and a 30-minute massage and a woman's t-shirt and hat. So there's stuff in here.
Oh.
We already got a bid for one, and it looks like, I mean, just from the personal training and massage alone, I mean, this thing's probably at least a $150 or $200 value. I don't know the last time you bought a massage or went and got personal trained, but it is pretty expensive.
No, it's not cheap.
No, it's not. I think we could definitely
Or bought
bump this
anything
up.
from Dick Taylor.
True. Yeah.
The chocolate alone is, worth what, $20 or something? I don't know.
Probably.
And the personal massage. I mean, usually a massage is what, $1 an hour, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, 50-minute personal training.
Seems pretty good. Do we have anyone who wants to bid Lori out on this one? How many more do we have here, Maggie?
You have, I think, 2 more.
All right, we're coming in on the end.
I'm going to bid on this. I just have to get out of my private messaging here.
Oh yeah, maybe somebody else is messaging individuals.
Ian, I think Terry will let you know. 110 for Maggie. Lori, you gonna let her take that? Oh, Lori's like, I've been doing this walking. 125.
Yeah, I'm just in it for the massage and the almonds. So,
maybe you can just turn that into an 80-minute massage somehow.
Hey,
I don't think it'll work.
Maybe you and Lori can collaborate, and maybe she doesn't want the massage and almonds, and kind of come together and put 200 down and.
That's right. That's right. We should do that, Lori.
Split it up. See who wants the personal training and who wants the t-shirt. And...
Oh, Lori wants it all.
Lori's not interested. I think we're at 125.
She's saying that because she's the high bid right now, Maggie. So I mean,
yeah,
true. Maggie, you gonna let that happen? You started talking, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that happen.
Okay, 125 to Lori. Once, twice,
Lori deserves a good deal every once in a while.
sold.
Solid deal. Nice. Plus, there's this one.
Oh yeah.
This one has a men's long sleeve zip jacket in it. It's
no massage. Oh no, it has a massage.
It has a 30-minute massage, but no training. This you just get the some chocolate, some. This I think they make it. Oh, there's some earbuds. This is a manly one. The stereotypical manly one, I should say.
There's some tea in there. Oh, it's the bourbon chocolate. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's the orange bourbon chocolate. Yeah. Matching that. Well, do we have 100 for this one? You just wanted the massage, Maggie. Why are you moving on?
Oh, I didn't mean to. Sorry. I was trying to do something else. Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, you call her out.
All right.
$20 to you for calling me out. Actually, I think if you call me out when I actually do something that needs to be called out, I think it's okay. I don't think you have to pay for that.
Wasn't planning on it.
I know that.
You want to bid on this one? You get the massage still. You don't get almonds. We have a bid on this one from the Peanut Gallery.
No bid yet.
Wakey uppy.
We can start it lower, maybe 50. Okay, there we go.
There we go. We guilted them into awkward silence.
They came in kind of at the same time though, but it looks like AJ. Okay, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks for clearing up that discrepancy.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't
want
to.
All right, 125 to AJ. Going once, going twice. Sold.
All right.
Last one of the week, the month.
Ooh, this is a good one.
This is a good one.
I don't know if you guys have used. Yeah, if you haven't used KitchenAid, even I know how to do it. I'm not even the cook, and it's pretty cool. And I'm not the cook because I'm the male. I just don't know how to cook. I've tried. It's just not good.
Well, do you have a KitchenAid in your house, Brandon?
I do, and I've used it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, because they make cookies.
Exactly. That's what I make. Yes.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, because I'm driving. I just wanted to let you guys know KitchenAid right now is having a problem getting stock in, and they're not even selling to vendors right now, which is why this is one of the last ones that we have, which is why I put it up there. Hopefully in 2021 we'll be able to get some, but just letting you guys know that.
Whoa.
Wow, this is the last KitchenAid in the apocalypse. This is the sign of the apocalypse. This is the last KitchenAid.
So if you want to buy local, this is your last chance to buy this locally. Otherwise, you've got to have it shipped to you. You've got to send your money out of the community. This is if you're ever going to buy one of these, this is the time to buy it. Thank you, Siva, for donating your last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And these are pretty cool. I mean, they all come with detachable heads that you can, like it says. I mean, it's a pretty cool little tool. There we go, Joyce. Wow, 200. There we go. Looking good. I'll just keep talking.
And these things are worth. These are not cheap either.
No, they're not.
$200 is still a deal.
Yeah, I think last time I looked, this was around. I mean, I didn't know about the whole out of order thing, but it was around the 240, 250 mark.
Yeah.
So it's still a pretty good deal.
Yeah, they sell fast. Last item of the month. Do we have someone who wants to outbid Joyce, who's getting a steal with 200?
This is a great gift for those that if you know somebody that just bought a house that maybe needs a little help around the kitchen too.
Do you want to be their favorite person ever?
That's when we got ours, is when we got married. So yeah, it's a pretty good little buy there.
This would be like getting a real good jump start on Christmas. Or
Yeah.
birthday.
Or next year's Christmas, apparently, because they're out of stock. So
Yeah. Or any wedding that's happening in the next 12 months.
any wedding. Or maybe a wedding that happened last year because, you know, we didn't go to it, but you're like feeling bad because you didn't go.
There are
Yeah.
going to be so many weddings. All the people who think they couldn't get married.
Well, guess what? They're not getting KitchenAids.
Yeah. Well, I don't know
You're going to be the only.
if Tom wins this, somebody might.
Tom T, I love it.
Anyone gonna outbid Tom at 240? We're creeping up here. Everyone's like feeling the nervous. Like I'm not gonna be able to get that KitchenAid for that person.
It's true. You can Google it and you can click the shopping and try to it's gone. So Siva's not lying. I checked last night. Can't get it.
Wow. I also use my
Alrighty.
KitchenAid to make pasta. So, you know, there's a whole realm of like attachments to these things that, you know, we haven't even talked about. Bomb pasta maker.
And if you have children and an imagination, it could be used as like a space gun or something. So, you know, just whatever.
Really heavy. Right.
Alrighty, I think we got it.
I'm at 240. Sold.
Yeah, sold. Going for it.
What happened to going once, going twice, and sold?
I see the timer just ticking down, so I'm getting nervous.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. How much did we make? Did anyone keep track? Oh, there we have it. $1,170. Awesome. That's great. Yes.
Good work, everyone. Thank you so much for your generosity.
Hey,
Yes.
Terry, I've got a little bit of Paul Harris trivia that we could throw in here.
Okay.
If we have a second.
Go for it.
Lisa's aunt actually Lisa's great aunt married Paul Harris, and her aunt was in Paul Harris's home and in Chicago, and she described Paul's wife, whose name was Jean, and he used to call her my Jean. She was a Scottish wife and very sweet. And also, Paul was very reserved in 1925, was a struggling young lawyer. So those are just a little tidbits that you might not have heard about before.
That's a great story. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
I often wonder what he would think of what our organization, the one that he dreamed of, has become. I hope he'd be happy.
Oh, I bet he would. And I think he'd be amazed that there's a mixer like this.
My Jean.
My Jean. So I wanted to share, I pulled together a bunch of really bad corona jokes, coronavirus jokes, because I knew that you guys were kind of getting tired of it and also needed and I needed something. I encourage you to check out Humor Project, because that's what they do, is they just tell jokes. But I like the one about the World Health Organization announcing dogs cannot contract COVID-19. So those that had been quarantined can now be released, so that who let the dogs out? Anyway, they're corny. And then here's a few more.
Took me a second to get that one. Who, like, as in World Health. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Well, you know, these, you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick on these.
I feel like I'm not the only one. I'm just the only one that spoke up. So.
Yeah, well, I've lost my ability to see any of you. So I have no idea, you know, what anyone's doing right now, other than it is 8 o'clock. So I will officially adjourn this meeting. Have a great weekend, laugh a lot. It's good for you. And I will see you next week. Thank you.